Welcome to our Mad Beach life. 1 year ago, Jeff and I packed up our Texas home, well, at least what was left after selling off everything we could, and drove 1,200 miles to start our new life in Florida. After being greeted by Hurricane Ian just weeks after moving in, Jeff has finally come up for air from work, and we've started exploring our incredible city, the Gulf, and nearby islands on our boat Mononui, an Intrepid 377. So this is the first of many videos to come sharing our adventures. Last weekend, we decided to venture north and made our way up to Three Rooker Island, also known as Three Rooker Bar, which is west of Tarpon Springs and only accessible by boat. Fun fact: Three Rooker Island is a young island that was born from shifting sand. According to the book, Barrier Islands of the Florida Gulf Coast Peninsula by Dr. Richard A. Davis, Jr. In the 1960s, seagrass along the inner shelf died, which allowed waves and currents to mobilize the sediment that was previously anchored by the grass and begin to form an intertidal shoal, the beginnings of a sandbar, which would later become Three Rooker Island. In 1973, the island had its first supertidal expression, remaining above water at high tide, and by the 90s, vegetation was growing on the island, stabilizing its new shores. On our trip, we saw dolphins swimming around the boats and tons of shorebirds. The water was as warm as bath water and the sand was beautiful. We stayed for a few hours, grilled some hot dogs, then headed back home and caught the sunset. Now off to plan next weekend's adventure.